Every day, hundreds of Afghans are sent home through the Turkham border crossing between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Sardar Wali has packed as much as he could into this truck. Like hundreds of thousands of others, he was forced to leave Pakistan, his home country, for more than 15 years.
These are the documents provided by the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. My two daughters, Sabah and Rasul, went to school here. In Afghanistan, girls' schools are closed, so this is a great concern for us.
A month ago, his 18-year-old son was deported. His papers were declared expired.
It is with a heavy heart that I leave. My whole life was here, my home, my business. We used to raise livestock, but when we had to leave, we were forced to sell everything at half price. We're not familiar with the situation in Afghanistan. Since the Taliban came to power, there's been no more work, no more opportunities. We don't want to leave, but we have no choice.
Nearly 3 million Afghans are threatened with expulsion and live in fear. In the capital city of Islamabad, Ehsan records videos for social media from his bedroom. This Afghan human rights activist is trying to mobilize civil society and challenge the authorities.
In Pakistan, particularly in Islamabad and Rawalpindi, Afghans are being arrested and forcibly deported to Afghanistan. The UNHCR, the Afghan embassy, or any other international organization is powerless to address the way these deportations are carried out, often without clear procedures or respect for the dignity of the people involved.
Pakistan has hosted millions of Afghans fleeing from their country for decades, but has not signed the UN Refugee Convention, which prohibits deporting refugees to a country where their life or freedom will be at risk.
Many refugees here are uneducated. They don't know their rights or the laws. The situation is very difficult. People are very stressed. There's a lot of confusion. Some people come to me, even though they have their papers in order, even their visas, and ask me, are we going to be deported too? The work I do could cost me arrest or even deportation.
Since April 1st, residents of this slum in the capital have been living in constant fear of police raids. Many are Afghans who arrived 40 years ago. Their children were born here. Some have even sent their wives and children to other cities. Ehsan comes here regularly to check on several refugees. Since the police operations began, Shaksi has been in hiding. This young father is a rickshaw driver and is the only one in his family without a legal status.
How are things going for you? Do you go out from time to time?
I don't leave this neighbourhood. I only go out when necessary, because there are a lot of police patrols in the markets.
And when the police raid the camp, what do you do?
We have to flee. The children are scared, and we only come back when the police have left.
Shaksi now lives off his meager savings.
Since the operations began, I haven't been to work. And even here, I don't feel safe. We can't sleep at night anymore. Yet, our homeland is here. We were born here, but the Pakistani government refuses to accept us.
80 kilometers northwest of Islamabad, Fariba is hiding. She fled the Taliban regime a year ago to find refuge in Pakistan. Her activism for women's rights cost her nearly 7 months in prison in Kabul. She was only released after signing a forced confession. For her safety, we have changed her name.
This is the protest we organized after the Taliban closed universities to girls. You can see the Taliban surrounding us, and yet we continue to protest.
Fariba says she was regularly beaten and electrocuted in prison. She still suffers with PTSD, but with no income, she cannot afford medical care.
We're tired of fleeing from city to city. We fled Afghanistan because of threats from the Taliban. But here we live in fear of the Pakistani police, who could arrest and deport us. If I'm deported, the Taliban won't stop me. They'll kill me and my family right at the border.
A fear shared by many Afghan activists who have taken refuge in Pakistan. Since April 1st, 39,000 Afghans have been expelled. Meanwhile, over 160,000 have chosen to return to Afghanistan, pressurized by Pakistani authorities.